Here we go. What the? There we go. Alright, here we go. Day 6. Oh. Oh, you know what? I know. No, my VPN is off. What? Do not tell me my internet is going to destroy me today. Alright, there we go. Alright. Day 4 of the fundraiser. I think it's been like 2 days since we made money, which is okay. But today we're mixing it up. I would have streamed sooner, and we probably would have done something else, but I decided to hang out with friends today, and that took up most of my day. So we are going to... Nope, it is not Locos today. It might be tomorrow, though. No promises, but it might be tomorrow. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to do some deep diving into the annals of YouTube. We're going to be watching a list of videos. Not a complete list, but a list of videos that I watched back when I was younger. And these were some of the first videos that... These were some of the first Thomas videos I watched on YouTube. So I will be sure to leave the links to all of these in the description of the stream. I should probably just do that now while I'm thinking about it. But, or actually, I'll do that afterwards. I'll update this later. But yeah, there will be the links to these videos. I'll put them in the description at the end of the stream. And I'm also going to answer questions at the end. So we've got a pretty hefty list of videos to watch. We might be here for a couple of hours, but that's going to be a good thing. So let's dive into it. Let me turn off my face cam. So these are keep in mind, these are videos that I watched when I was younger. So this is not going to be like a complete list of nostalgic Thomas videos, despite the playlist here. We're not watching the entire playlist. These are videos that I picked out that I personally saw when I was younger. And some of these had an impact on me. Some of these, not so much. They were just videos that I saw when I was a kid. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So for this one, I'm turning the sound off because copyrighted music. And yeah, so this is this was the first, I believe this was the first trains video I ever watched when I was younger. And you can tell how old this is. It's got the fraps.com logo up at the top. But yeah, this is a Accidents Will Happen remake in trains. And Thomas kind of runs the station there. But it's very interesting to see this versus some of the videos that a user like Rydronin has made, where it looks like so much more... You know, this is the classic trains feel. You don't really see a lot of like higher quality trains creators making these sorts of videos anymore. This is very much of its era. I kind of miss that, but purely for nostalgia. But it's interesting that this video was around in a time before I think this came out before, if I want to say before CGI Thomas came out. Maybe I could be wrong on that. We'll have to, actually, we can probably just check the year. But yeah, you can see a lot of these crashes are you know, there's the exclamation point above the engines, and they sort of just like they bump off the rails. That was pretty much all it was in trains back in the day. 2007, yeah, this video came out before CGI Thomas had started, which is pretty crazy to think about. I'm sure some people in here weren't even born when this video came out. That's crazy to think about. But yeah, that's a crash that I like. This one I like. You can see the mail van sort of tilts on its side there. But yeah, a lot of these, the trains will just sort of jump themselves off the track. This looks like the same angle of an accident from earlier. I think this is just an accident from earlier. A very interesting video, but a lot of these videos of people doing their own accidents will happen where, oh my gosh, that has to be MS Paint. Oh my goodness. It's also in 4:3. It's not in widescreen like it would be today. I remember how when YouTube had annotations, there were lots of funny comments in this video. Yeah. Oh, is the comment section still here? It is. Oh my goodness. We'll have to go back through those. Yeah, the Henry Tender bouncing here, that always caught my attention when I was a kid. I think that's like, yeah, that's like the last accident. Yep. Windows Movie Maker credits. Oh my goodness. Thanks to Fraps. Fraps is the only reason that video was made. But yeah, so that is Trains Fan 65's Accidents Will Happen video. Very nostalgic to many, myself included. But that was it's just crazy. It's crazy to think how times have changed. But yeah, let's see. Can we sort by... Oh, you can't sort by oldest first? Oh, that sucks. Dang, so this video is almost 20 years old. That is insane. That's absolutely insane. 17 years ago, and I still remember watching this when I was a little boy. OMG, how time flies. That is very true. Yeah, it's nice to see the comments are still here. You can see comments from like anywhere from like a few months ago to several years ago. Which is, yeah, 15 years ago. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, hey, look, it's one of my videos. Alright. So, yeah, there we go. That was video 1. Here is video 2. In a similar vein, I think we are able to watch this with the sound on. Yeah, it's just the Runaway theme. So this one is from Jeremy Crispo Video, I think is the channel name. This one's pretty classic. Huh. Yeah, James is going pretty fast there. Oh my gosh, what is this, 144p? The effect there actually doesn't look too bad. It just whizzes by in like 2 seconds. Yeah, that's not how actual physics work. Yeah, we're watching videos that I saw when I was a kid. This is my nostalgia for Thomas. I think after I'll probably cut this stream up a little bit into the notable moments if there are any. I'm like so baked. I'm so tired today. Oh, hey, look. A poorly photoshopped still from the original show. Oh, here we go. The end is near. Oh my gosh. Nothing beats old trains physics. Like this era of trains was crazy. 2013, yeah, another really an oldie but a goodie. 11 million views. That's crazy. That's crazy. One day I'll make a video that gets that many. Comments are still there. That's good. But yes, that was another one that I saw when I was really, really young. Yeah, Jeremy Crispo. Pretty sure they've been around for quite a while. But yeah, alright. Next up, we have got Laughing Tomy Trains. This one is one of the shorter ones. Yeah, this one is just really simple. Let's see. Salty, Henry, Murdoch, Dodge. This one's just kind of goofy. Oh my gosh. The little play button over here. Thomas's Day Off is not in the playlist. That was one of the... There were some videos that I remember seeing back in the day, but I did not watch. So, we're probably gonna do like a separate thing where we watch some of the... I'll go through and watch videos that I did not click on when I was younger, that a lot of people have seen. Thomas versus Brewster is not in the playlist. Is that it? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's one that's gonna go on the watching videos that I never saw as a kid. But yeah, Laughing Tomy Trains, absolute classic. Uh-oh. Oh shoot, I forgot that it autoed in the... Oh shoot. Okay, here we go. No. No. Okay. I'm copying the link. We're moving on. Screw that. Okay. Yeah, I saw the thumbnail for Thomas versus Brewster when I was a kid, but I don't think I knew who Brewster was when I first saw it, and I decided not to click on it. So that's one of those ones that we're going to So yeah, this playlist, a lot of these I just copied from a big playlist of nostalgic Thomas videos. This isn't everything that I watched when I was younger. There are some that I just didn't find or have been taken down, or ones that I think would be too repetitive in nature. Because there are a ton of accidents will happen videos that I saw on here when I was a kid that many of them we really don't need to go through. I think the trains one, and then there's another one that that's in here that is sort of like the most popular one, the one that everyone knows. But yeah, so this is yes, Mad Bomber is here. I did see that back in the day, and it is one of the reasons. It is a video that helped get me interested in film. Leo Kim in general. Leo's channel is I praise it a lot for oh, what do you call it? For getting me into film production. But yeah, so this is Thomas the Idiot Tank Engine. The entire playlist is here. I remember when there was only like maybe and when the finale came out, that was a huge deal. So we might do like a whole watch through of this one day. But oh my gosh. I thought Pageboy had more subscribers than that. But yeah, so this is the first episode. We're only going to watch this one today, but this one we might do an entire we might do a watch through of the whole thing. Another 4:3 video, stop motion. I always noticed the shoes sitting in the background. That was always interesting. This was also a video I watched when words like stupid and shut up were still no-no words in my house. So I saw this, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's saying words that I can't say. So it was intriguing for that reason. Oh my gosh. That is an old ass monitor. Okay. I've got a bad feeling that YouTube's gonna hear that and be like, oh, nope, we're not having that. But yeah, so there's just some ending ramble at the end there. But yeah, so very simple stories. I mean, like one of these episodes is 44 seconds long. They do get a bit longer and a bit more fleshed out towards the end. The finale is very interesting, but this is a very interesting series, in my opinion. I do find it to be quite intriguing, even today. I mean, this series, despite being how, you know, as old as it is, does have, you know, like you can tell that there's a level of production quality that some creators don't even put into their content today, which is impressive in its own regard. So, you know, I think this stands out in its own right for the level of ingenuity that went into making it, especially when you get towards the later episodes. You can tell that Pageboy was getting a little fancier with it. But yeah, I turned the sound off for a little bit because they were playing the Thomas theme, and I don't want that to mark the stream. Oh, here's a classic, Transformers. So yeah, Transformers was a surprisingly high quality. Now I think this is a remastered version. But yeah, so this came out in 2009 originally, and this is a very old Thomas animation, although it's been remastered, so it looks better now. Sodor Cybernetics. Yeah, Thomas was programming ChatGPT. This is some really high quality animation for 2009. Massive copyright infringement issues. I like that. I have to wonder how much Vector actually does drive Thomas. Also, where's Thomas's bunker? Optimus Prime. It's my goat. Can we get hashtag Optimus Prime for Smash 6? I will buy a Nintendo Switch 2 and Smash 6 if Optimus Prime is in it. Otherwise, I am not. The music, the voice acting, the animation, the sound design is all really good in this, I must say. an absolute classic, certified hood classic. Optimus Prime is so legendary. 26 million views. Yeah, this definitely one of the better, one of the higher quality, I guess original series. I think there were only 5 episodes of Transformers, but it definitely had a very interesting progression, and it's crazy how short the first episode was. The 4th one is like 7 minutes, but yeah, they do get a bit longer. But definitely a lot of. I think this is one of those classic crossovers that would never happen. I think the only way we get this is if Hasbro buys Thomas. We might get Transformers for real, but until that day happens, this is the best Transformers and Thomas the Tank Engine crossover ever. But yeah, another certified hood classic. Transformers is another series I recommend. Again, very high quality for around the time it was made. Mad Bomber is on here. Yeah, this I did put Mad Bomber on here. I'm just going in the order of the what do you call them? Not order of operations, but the order that I just plucked these out of the playlist in, and I just did open new tab on everything, so the playlist is up here. But yes, and I am leaving the links in the descriptions for people to check out. But yes, so next up is certainly a creator I'm pretty sure we all know and love, Diesel D199, creator of the Tomica Thomas and Friends short series, which is absolutely legendary. It has been a while since we've gotten an official a new episode of it. Let's go check out the channel. Yeah, let's see, when was the last so the last one was 3 years ago, and this was, what episode was this? 56. So I don't know if D199 is gonna watch this, but if he does, by happenstance, where can we get a sequel to Thomas, Percy, and the Pony? Can we get the end of that? Because I think it starts with a Brony on the line, and then it's Thomas, Percy, and the Pony, and then there's like a cliffhanger at the end, and we still haven't, and was this 8 years ago? We still haven't gotten the conclusion to the story. So can we, just a personal request from me that you could listen to or not listen to Diesel D199, I would love to see a conclusion to this. I've been waiting for a long time, but I'm not going to be a pest about it. So I've said my piece. So let's go ahead. I don't remember which of these was the first that I watched. I did watch the whole series up until the point that it was at the time. But this is one of the earliest ones that I watched. And it might have been one of the first. I don't know if it was the first, but it was one of them. MTI Tug and Diesel D199 collab. That would be a great collab. I will say, though, honestly, like, I find that, because I've talked to a couple of like notable creators, like I've talked to Thomas Theorist before, and he's a great guy. But it's interesting. I mean, well, here's the thing, right? Because everyone lives their own lives, so you're not always the most inclined to be good friends with somebody who's halfway around the world. So I mean, I'm not trying to like diss on any other bigger creators that I've interacted with, but I think one thing that I have noticed is sort of there's the hype around these collabs happening, and as much as I would love them to happen, I think it's not a bad idea at all. There's a little stigma that everyone's favorite Thomas creators are the best of friends, which it isn't team crafted, but I'm not writing it off. If I did get the chance to collab with notable names like Diesel D199, Unlucky Tug, and Thomas Theorist in official videos, that would be really fun and really awesome. But I don't know where I was going with that. I think I said my piece on it, but whatever. So let's go ahead and stop yapping and get into this. Certified Hood Classic. Yes, Thomas Blows the Stack is on here. The set design on this is actually really good.
Oh God, what are you doing?
Blowing stuff up.
Where do you keep getting all this gunpowder from?
Oh, this isn't gunpowder. It's trinitrotoluene.
What?
TNT to you.
Whatever. Where on earth do you keep getting all these explosive materials from then?
eBay.
You buy explosives from eBay?
Imagine buying tons of TNT from eBay.
Import explosives, right?
Well, apparently.
That would be
So very good.
I think this was the 2011 was when this video came out. Imagine buying a railway van full of TNT on eBay in 2025 and trying to get that shipped to the US. That would definitely not cause all sorts of alarms.
Wow, that was pretty awesome.
Oh my God, are you insane?
I'll have to do that again sometime.
Toby is going to kill you.
In fact, I might go back some more. Wait, what, Toby?
That was his shit.
Ah, crap. My shed. Damn it, what happened to it?
My shed.
No idea. You blew it up, didn't ya? Yes, tons of TNT. Besides,
Buying uranium would be worse.
I'm gonna get
Well, the thing is,
me. Walk your shit, Toby. Get in. Oh, no.
Thomas commits property damage in other stories.
You little pyromaniac. Ah! Back here. I'm gonna rip your wheels off. And then I'm gonna... I wonder if I can order uranium off eBay too.
Oh my gosh, he's got the ladder on his water tower and coal loader.
He got you good, didn't he? Are you hurt? Don't answer that. It's rhetorical. I don't really care. Anyway, come along. My uranium has arrived at the docks and it's too heavy for this.
So, Thomas may have also bought uranium on eBay.
Uranium is one of the greatest incoming masses, and I ordered a lot of it. Because of you, I was chased down by a wooden box on wheels. Because of you, I am currently almost buried alive. And you want me to help you? Oh, fine. I'm sorry then. Do you even know what sorry means? No, but I'm sure I'm using it in the right context. I swear you'll bring the death of me. Percy? Yeah? I still don't care. Now hurry up, uranium-235 only has a half-life of 704 million years. At the rate you're losing, it all will have decayed to lead-206 by the time we get there.
Half-Life mentioned?
I don't even know what he's talking about anymore.
Absolute Hood Classic. Absolute cinema. But yeah, so another excellent series to check out. Of course. Damn it. Oh, let's see. What? No. There we go. Okay, sorry. I'm copy pasting all the links into the description of the stream so that I can give proper credit to all of these fantastic creators and their creations because I'm not a thief. But yes, Diesel D199's Tomica Thomas and Friends short series is absolutely phenomenal. There are so many iconic episodes. This was just one of the first few that I remember seeing of the series. But, you know, this is definitely one that I would check out if you have not. Especially if you enjoy the content I make. This series is fantastic because it's like all Tomy trains. So, there we go. Alright, we got a couple of Leo Kim videos now. We are going to get to we're going to get to Mad Bomber. That's the next one in the playlist. And that one is a legend. But we've got Thomas versus Thomas. This one, I think, was the first Leo Kim video I watched. I'm pretty sure that this was the first one that I did watch. And this one is absolutely iconic. And there's a bit of the way that I review things that I have taken from Leo. So, certain like really short sentences that you'll find in some of my videos, that sort of style I've inherited from Leo, from watching his videos. But yeah, so Thomas versus Thomas, legendary.
Time for a battle between two Thomases. One is a licensed product, the other a cheap imposter. I'll look at the amazing
Leo is also one of the proprietors of the.
both will compete.
I guess I gotta do the whole pause thing now for fair use. But yeah, Leo is one of the main proprietors of fake Thomas content. And this is one of the earlier videos, but I remember seeing these, and at the time I didn't have a lot of Tomy track, if any. I don't actually think I had any at that time. I might have had some Trackmaster track, but I didn't have Tomy track. And I saw this, I'm like, oh my gosh, fake blue track, and it's cheap. Oh, that sounds like a good idea, but obviously it's not. I would not recommend buying fake track. But eBay lots, you'll find like, a large amount of track for a relatively decent price nowadays. But let's continue.
Number of dangerous challenges which will expose alarming facts. Only one will survive the drop test. Who will it be?
The drop test teaser was always suspenseful.
Both of these items cost the same price. One is a single licensed Thomas tank engine. The other a complete Thomas train set. It's a clever clone, a cheap imitation. Notably, the clone has unusual box markings. It is devoid of any indication of the manufacturing company or license agreements. This has to be one of the best clone Thomas toys I have come across. In direct comparison with the licensed products, it's very difficult to see any major differences. To keep track of who's on screen, I've marked the fake Thomas with a copy tag. Before a fight can begin, there's always a weigh-in. The real Thomas is 139 grams or 4.9 ounces. The faker, 99.
We are watching Peak today. We're going through the list, we're going through a list of Thomas videos that I saw when I was a kid. We've been through a few. I have left the links to these videos in the description as we've been going along. So at the end of the stream, I will go back and I will give proper channel credits, and I'll do original links for those videos. But yes, so yeah, we are now up to Leo Kim video. An absolute legend, and probably one of the biggest inspirations for me personally on YouTube, as far as video production and production style goes. There are a lot of tips that I have taken from him, and I do personally recommend him as a place to go if you need inspiration for making videos. But yeah, definitely still making videos today. Definitely not in the prime of his era anymore, unfortunately. I miss peak Leo Kim era. That was the best. I would say, for me personally, before Trackmaster 2 came out, we had so much peak Leo Kim video. But
9 grams or 3.5 ounces.
let's continue with this.
Track,
This is Thomas versus Thomas.
1.5 ounces. The fake track, 36 grams or 1.3 ounces. Interestingly here, the real Thomas toys weigh more. The face differences are huge. Which one do you prefer, the real or the faker?
Look at that fake Annie. What the heck is going on here? Like fake Thomas, yeah, it's not terrible. They like, the face looks half decent. What is there's not a look at these cross-eyed. Oh my gosh, she is looking directly into her non-existent nose. Oh, poor girl. My goodness, this is what a face.
Overall dimensions between the two are identical. Now let's have a closer look. The real Thomas has a name and license info. The faker has a loan sticker. The drive wheels look identical, apart from the colour of the rubber. The coupling on the real Thomas looks more robust. I prefer the colour on the faker Thomas. Maybe you'll have a better idea.
I mean, the real Thomas has stickers, which makes the colors look a little weird.
What the true colour of Thomas should be. Line details on the real Thomas look better. Parts of the faker seem shinier. The faker also has extra details.
I do like the black switch on the fake one. I'll say that much. The black switch is kind of neat. I wish Tomy and Trackmaster had done that because it blends in with the roof. That would have been real cool. Although the gray switch is just as iconic. Yeah. The little lamp on Real Thomas makes sense. I don't know why they've got like a bunker door on the back of fake Thomas. That makes no sense.
Any carriages are almost identical. Again, the fake has more lines.
Yeah, the fake can just drop all of his coal at once. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Any carriages are almost identical. Again, the fake.
I mean, did Annie have like these white details on her? Let's look that up. Let's see if that's let's see if they did have those details. Are those accurate? Okay, so it looks like no, that's the windows. Yeah, that's the windows. Okay, let's check TV series. No, they did not. Annie and Clarabelle did not have that extra white detailing on the on these here. So the fake just added that. Also, I love how Annie here is like the fake Annie is a school bus. She's got like the emergency back door that opens up. Although I'm pretty sure like I don't think Annie and Clarabelle have rows. So who's getting out?
Has more line details applied. The real Annie seems to have a more robust feel. The trees are the same except for the colour. The track is identical except for the brand name missing on the fake track. It's also important to note the style of Thomas now uses.
Back when Trackmaster was new. How crazy is that? This was when Trackmaster 1 was like a new thing. Or new-ish.
It's a different track, and I'm not exactly sure why they changed. Let's stick around on the boiler. Most obvious to me is the difference in motor size. The real Thomas is a much larger motor. The fake.
Oh, TTB pledges to match the next donation made in hopes of the McDonald's. Yeah, it's look, I mean, we still have 8 days to go. But we shall see. We shall see how far we get. Hopefully we can make it. But we'll figure something out. If all hell breaks loose, we'll figure something out.
Has a noticeably smaller motor. Now it's time to power them up. I'll make sure the batteries are at full capacity. The real.
Yeah, one thing that I really do recommend if you are into collecting Tomy, get one. It doesn't have to be one of these like electronic readers, but do get a battery reader for your batteries. Where's mine? Here, mine's on the floor over here. Yeah, like mine is really simple. It just uses a dial. You pretty much just flip it up. You stick the battery in here. It's got little metal tabs on it to match the terminals. If you are into Tomy or you have Trackmaster, I would recommend using one of these so that you never have to question if you're putting in a weak or a strong battery. It took me years to get one, but I'm really glad that I did eventually, and it really helps with making videos and knowing when it's time to charge or discard batteries. But this is a really, it makes all the difference in videos. Like, I don't think my videos would be as good as they are if I had my trains running on, like, you know, almost dead batteries, so they'd just be sort of slugging around the tracks. I don't think that would look as good. Yep, James is still in his coma. James is going to be in his coma for a long, long time. Very sadly. I got to get a soldering iron. That's something that I have not budgeted for. I don't have the money for it. So, hopefully I can save and get one, and we can do fixes, or I can just call up one of my friends, see if he's back from college, and, or actually I don't know. He's leaving for a year. So I don't know if he's still around or not. He might be though. I think he's leaving next month. But either way, I really should just have a soldering iron for the sort of stuff that I do. But yeah, James is going to be out of service for quite a while. Now it's okay because I still have my 2003 Playrail James, who is in much better condition. But yeah, Tomy James will eventually get fixed. It's really just when I can get a soldering iron and the proper tools to safely dismantle him and reassemble him without breaking anything.
Cruiser at full capacity. The real Thomas is a slower wheel rotation compared to the freighter.
Explaining the wheel rotation is easier. The motor in the fake Thomas does not have as much gearing, so the motor is spinning at a higher rate, and it also makes, because there's less gearing, it makes the wheels weaker, or makes it, the engine is weaker overall, whereas real Thomas is slower because there are more gears, but it also gives him more torque and more power. And it's very evident in the tests coming up.
And this will affect how each one tackles the next round.
So, buy a busted one with a switch. So the issue that I came up, so the issue that James had is that the switch itself snapped in half from probably from age or a really weird crack that has been in it. But the main issue isn't the switch, because I do have a switch that I can put in it. The issue is the little there's a piece of plastic that keeps the switch in place, and that piece of plastic is connected to the metal contact that connects to the motor, and that piece is soldered to the motor. So in order to get it off now, I would have to break the solder and risk breaking the motor, or I would get a soldering iron and be able to remove that, safely take the plastic cover off, put the switch on, put it back, and then resolder it. So it's more an issue of I just don't have the tools for it to be able to safely do that that transfer. But hopefully I'll be able to at some point.
The tests. First up is a general speed test. That's a no-brainer, as the faker has a high-speed wheel rotation and quickly catches up to the real Thomas. Next up is the weight challenge. Both trains are pulling
Carefully disguised cans of popular soda drink. Any guesses on what kind of soda this is? What do we think is what brand of soda? What brand of soda do we think is in here? Mountain Dew. All right, we got to vote for Mountain Dew. We got Pepsi. We got to vote for Pepsi. Broken James Productions can't tell. Another Mountain Dew. Sprite. Root beer. Brisk. Is Brisk soda? I thought Brisk was just like lemonade. Or maybe they have a soda. Let me check. They do iced tea. Do they? Oh, is that root beer? Okay, yeah. No, that is iced tea. Wait, does Brisk have a soda? Wait, I don't think Brisk has a soda. I mean, hey, no hate though. Brisk is absolutely delicious. I love Brisk. We'll take it though. We'll take it. Ramune? That's the best answer. Earl Grey tea. Imagine canned Earl Grey tea. That would actually be kind of fire. Although I would rather have it in a bottle. It's too cleverly disguised. Pepsi, water, Orange Crush, carbonated water, Mountain Dew, Orange Crush, Gordon's mouthwash. Oh boy. Ramune, is that not how you say it? It's milk. That's how everybody in my neck of the woods says it. Ramune? Okay. All right. We shall start saying Ramune. I will say Ramune is really, really good. It is really good soda. Chocolate cake, carbonated milk. I don't know. I got to give it to Gordon's mouthwash. That's a great answer. Baja Blast. Oh, we love some Baja Blast. I'm so glad Baja Blast is not a Taco Bell exclusive. Boiler sludge. Oh, man. But yeah, let's continue. Fruit punch. Smudger's house. You can hear the mechanical strain and the soda cans clinking together. Oh, TTB, the legend. Thank you for the 20. Very epic indeed. My goat TTB. I know TTB has a major incentive for the McDonald's to happen, because if McDonald's does happen, TTB will be getting a fat, juicy level of advertising, which is going to be a good thing for the both of us, because that means I get more stuff to play with and TTB gets some free promotion. Very epic, TTB. I appreciate it. I have your name on here, right? I'm pretty yeah, your name's on the $10 club. Yeah. But yes, very epic donation. This is not the one where Thomas burns his face. That's the next video.
Only on the straights that you make any ground in catching the real Thomas. One big difference between the real Thomas and the copy one is the real one can freewheel quite easily, whereas the copy one has its gears and
And who would have thought all these years later, the real Thomases now are unable to freewheel. Oh, how far we've fallen. You should make a custom Gordon's mouthwash tanker. I might make that into a t-shirt. I might sell that on the merch store. A Gordon's mouthwash t-shirt. That would be fire. I'll have to whip. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna write that down for later. That's actually hilarious. Imagine, wait a minute, hold on. All right, hear me out. MTI Colgate collaboration to bring you Gordon's mouthwash. Oh, that would be awesome. I would use it. I would use it. Oh yes. The majority of MTI history is created by the fans. You guys make the memes. I just find them funny. And then I roll with them.
now for the alpha train test. The head-to-head ram to see who has the grunt to force the opposition off the rails. This was done several times over, and the real Thomas punished the faker in a showdown that I'll never forget.
Educating Gordon Day t-shirt would be fire. If we get extra funds, you can make a custom for it. I probably won't make a custom for it, but I'm sure that I'll send you an extra tanker if you make it into that. All right, there we go. There we go. Yeah, but yeah, we can definitely get some peak stuff. But I mean, hey, the Gordon's mouthwash tanker could become an item that people can get. Possibly. I'm not saying it will be, but yeah, mouthwash is not the best thing for you to be putting into your mouth, surprisingly. A lot of it is chemicals. A lot of it is just chemicals, but yeah. Yeah, modern day mouth health is very, very interesting compared to what it used to be. But one thing I will say is that Gordon, where's my mouthwash? Don't talk to me with your $30 Gordon's mouthwash tanker. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna be selling it. I would if it became a thing, I would just promote it. Bertram chugs Baja Blast with Eminem and other stories. That's a wild collab right there. I should probably finish my soda before I pop gum in my mouth. Oh yeah, soda's also something you shouldn't drink. Don't drink soda. I don't drink soda that often, but today I was out with people and I grabbed a soda. Because I needed something to fill me up for later tonight when I came back for stream. And coffee was going to be too strong. Although a nice hot cup of coffee sounds so nice right now. I'll have to make one tomorrow morning. Okay, well, let's chill out with the lotion there. LeBron and Thomas get along in other stories. Yeah, and here's a good example of that torque that the real Thomas's motor has. That extra gearing there gives it more power. Also take note of how different the cinematography gets. It's very dynamic. Leo does not keep the camera in the same spot all the time.
Next up is the hill climb, where I gradually decrease the slope of the tracks until one of the trains accepts the gradient. Surprisingly, the Faker did very well in this test and won every challenge. The next test, it's one of my favourites, and it's one where the real Thomas excelled again, once again punishing the Faker and putting it back in its box. I'm just glad I'm not one of the trucks in between these two engines.
Play the Doom theme for this legendary battle. That would be, yeah, the Doom theme would be pretty fitting. Badland chugs, drinks boiler sludge from Harvey's tanks and other stories.
This drop is done from 1 metre. That's around 3 feet. For me, this is the test which defines one toy from the other.
So here's a good question, right? Because this is the 2009 Mattel Thomas. This is at the point, I think you can see it right in here. You can see that there's the screw hole because the middle wheels are detachable and you have to screw it in, or you have to unscrew it to remove them, take off the shell, and stick the battery in. So I have a very strong suspicion that Thomas stays together here because he is literally screwed together. Whereas fake Thomas doesn't have that same luxury, and you just kind of pop the body off. Although, I have to wonder, if you put an old Tomy Thomas here, would the old Tomy Thomas also break into pieces? I think that's a good question to ask, but it is it's convenient for Leo's video in endorsing the real Thomas here.
One of these toys is going to last. The other one is going to be in pieces. The Thomas Faker continually broke into pieces when it was dropped.
There's something so raw about the slow motion sound.
After all that punishment, everything still works fine. The only damage I can see is a little bit of paint missing from the buffers. Well, I'll be honest here, I'm feeling generous.
So that is about it for this video. The rest of the video is mostly fail reel, and a couple of shots from the Thomas versus, or I guess the head to head, and then you know, a couple of announcements and all that. So a very good video. Leo Kim has one of the best catalogs of Thomas the Tank Engine content on YouTube, in my opinion. Leo Kim video is one of the best this community has to offer, and it's a very amazing. I think the circumstances around Leo are very interesting, given his history with film. It is very impressive, some of the things that Leo has contributed to. There is not a Ramaful one on this one because I was unable to find the Ramaful video that I first watched, and I had to put the stream together really quickly. But I think Ramaful probably deserves an entire video to himself. But Ramaful was not a creator that I watched a whole lot of. I did see some of his videos, but maybe like only less than 10. But we might do a sequel to this if I find more videos. This is just sort of an overall thing that I'm doing here. And it took us quite a while to get through Thomas versus Thomas. But Thomas v. Thomas is a really good video. I do like it a lot. But I do know Ramaful. I have seen a few of his videos. So young MTI has seen Ramaful. And now we get to one of the best videos here. This, in my opinion, is the greatest fan-made Thomas the Tank Engine episode ever. In my opinion, Mad Bomber is the peak of Thomas fan content in terms of a story that is told in the frame of the original show that anyone has ever made. No disrespect to any of the other creators on YouTube or anywhere else on the internet who have made their own fan series, but in my personal opinion, nothing is better than Mad Bomber. And we're going to see exactly why right now.
Oh no! Help! Help! Crikey! Not me!
If that opening sequence doesn't say it, I don't know what will. One thing that always stood out to me was the names. And I think the names are based on their voice actors. I think some of them are and some of them aren't, but the names being different always interested me. I think this was also one of my... No, this was not my first exposure to... Yeah, this was not my first exposure to Ertl models. I had one of my babysitters when I was a really little kid had a couple of Thomas VHSs, like a couple of really old ones. I'm pretty sure they were Shining Time Station. They had that marked on it, but also we've got the Helen the Helicopter model right here. Not actually. I just have an Ertl Herald. And it just sits on my desk over here, but I thought it was prevalent. What the hell is... Oh. Andy Diesel. I think at this point, Class 40 should just be called Andy now. That's his name. Instead of Class 40, he is just Andy. If they ever bring him back in Thomas, they need to name him Andy. Oh my gosh, get the hell out of here.
Railways have always used coal to keep everything on the move. Thomas had once thought moving coal trucks was the worst job. With the railway listing on the stock market, moving coal was now as important as ever.
You trucks have been very good to me today.
The thinner you went, the better. We're thickable with coal.
Thomas headed away from the coal mine into the open country. Thomas lay upside down with severe burns. The coal trucks were completely destroyed. A local potato farmer raised the alarm, and help was soon at hand. Earl arrived, bringing Jim the crane, and the
Jim the Crane. It's crazy that this was made before Judy and Jerome were a thing. This was, let's see, Mad Bomber was made in 2000. So that was about 15-ish years before The Adventure Begins, when Judy and Jerome were introduced. Very interesting character names.
I've seen some accidents in my time, but this is no accident. I'd say there's been a bombing.
Thomas was gently lifted onto the flat rail car by Jim.
With the coal mine now shut off, I'll have to rest.
I wonder if Jim was... I'm pretty sure Leo worked with somebody named Jim on this. It is entirely possible someone watched this as a kid and worked on The Adventure Begins. Possibly, yeah. How is Thomas still alive? It's like a horror movie. You can't kill Thomas unless you kill the face. That's how it works.
The coal until the line's repaired. There'll be a special meeting in the sheds later.
A special meeting. I think Jim is using... It looked... I think he has shoelace. That's like his chains.
Later that day, Earl pulled into the
I could be wrong, though. No, yeah, it is shoelace. It's hard to see when it's paused, but
was carefully placed on the track.
very interesting.
Right, this has been a very fantastic railway. I've seen there's a mad bomber on the loose. We must do all we can to be on the lookout for suspicious characters.
The engines looked at each other.
Come on, Noel.
Who are you looking at? I will issue all of you video cameras as secure devices, so use them wisely.
The engines viewed the cameras still in their boxes. Noel surveyed the stock.
Well, we all need new cameras. We can start a video. Just look at the great features of these new cameras. Wow.
Gleaming red Ted quickly formulated the rules stating,
I challenge all the engines to produce a video on any subject within a month. The best video will win a boiler flush.
the engines mounted their cameras.
Leo possibly made the first ever Thomas OCs. Interesting. Now, hear me out. Does Cranky count as a Thomas OC? Because until season 5, they were using the Railway series or Audrey written content for the most part. And I don't think they introduced any non-Audrey characters until Cranky in the show. So, oh, true, yeah, no, Smudger would be. I mean, Smudger is like, Smudger rides a fine line because Smudger is meant to be number 2, aka Stanley. Yeah, using the term character in a loose sense. But if we're talking about like completely original, never before seen, not based on anything from Audrey material, does Cranky count as an OC? Just a question. I'm not saying he is or isn't, but it's interesting to think about. But it is quite possible that Leo is the originator of Thomas OCs, which is maybe. I don't know. It is entirely possible that there is another piece of Thomas media, but the TV series is official enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
And made safe for the night. But on everyone's mind was the threat of a mad bomber.
Sandy Diesel.
Next morning saw Andy the Diesel enter the yard boasting.
So your coal supply has all dried up. It's about time you were all scrapped.
Bob replied as he was still trying to turn his camera on.
We might be old and dependent on coal, but we're survivors.
Bob and Margot carried on delivering the food supplies down their branch line. This when Scottish John was fitting some gas bottles as an alternative fuel.
Scottish John. Not just John. Scottish John. Very important distinction.
His video thoughts were on this process. Chris was working on a story based on a train's last journey. Alan, the self-funded retired engine, planned a video about the town's feral cats. Wilson was always interested in how cars would race in between stations. Earl had his eyes on the skies and teamed up with Helen the helicopter. Back in the sheds, Thomas was being repaired. He also had a camera, and his video was being planned.
At least I can keep an eye on Andy Diesel if I'm stuck here.
The Fat Controller was also keeping an eye on things.
These figures are not looking good. The share prices have taken a sudden dive since the bombing.
He moved to the turntable to chat with Andy Diesel.
I'm relying on you, Andy, to bring things back online.
I'll do that easily. You can forget about those steam engines now. Just the diesel I wanted to see. I have a small but important job for you. Something we'll have to keep secret. Very secret.
The Diesel looks at Andy and says nothing. Andy's secret plans are whispered to the Black Diesel.
That's my boy. I like the quiet ones. No back chat. Like I get from those clapped out dinosaur steamers.
Toby! My goat, Toby. Gosh, little Toby looks so weird.
Same goes for you coal trucks. Climbing up every siding, serving your masters with stinking coal. What's that blue paint on your driver's cap? Have you been repairing that pesky Thomas engine? For a chap who doesn't say much, looks like you've been batting for the other side. My strongest advice to you.
Is the Mad Bomber in this scene?
You would stick with me.
I think... Is it Toby? I thought it was Bluebell.
I have connections in very high
Or is Toby just Bluebell in disguise?
places. Way
Oh, Mute is the disguise. Okay.
up that controller. He's just a puppet who's about to lose his strength.
Okay, yes. Mute is Bluebell. I forgot about that. I've not seen the Tobias series. Noah has been yelling at me to about this for a little while, and it is something that we are going to watch. Eventually I will see the Tobias series. We might make that an event, maybe.
2 weeks had passed and the engines assembled at the rail yards. Off in the distance a storm was brewing, so all the engines packed into the sheds. Thomas was almost repaired and was being fired up to check for any boiler leaks. The Fat Controller made a brief announcement.
I'm perfectly well used to your new cameras. Keep up the good work.
Ted was curious about the videos.
Okay, lads, we'll have a short movie night just to see how you progress.
Earl was the first to show his work. The engines hissed at the first video. They had never
Sky
seen
motion.
the sky before.
I put my camera in the helicopter. Hey, just have a look at this where I went. Boy, there's some tremendous shots.
It's a bit shaky, this.
Oh, I don't like mate. Why is it shaking like that? Mate, it's all wobbly. Why don't you use a tripod? Oh, look at that shit. Much down there. Wow.
Why don't you use a tripod? My friend, that's not how tripods work. Tripods are not useful if the surface the tripod is placed upon is shaky. So it doesn't matter if you put a tripod into a helicopter. If the helicopter is shaking, then the tripod's going to be shaking. What he should have said was, why not use a gimbal? Because a gimbal is a device where you put the camera on, and no matter how much you shake it around, the camera will be stabilized so you can get smooth shots, which I really, really, really want to get for videos. Gimbals are like essential for making good videos, and I need to get one eventually though.
An outstanding FL, excellent timing, good composition, although some shots a little shaky.
Bob was next, but was unable to remove the tape from his camera.
When you said surprise,
Goodbye, C61.
I acted it. One of the most exciting scripts I've ever seen.
Okay, Bob, don't give the story away. Chris, have you got something to show?
Chris's video played, and silence fell upon the shed. The lightning outside enhanced the story as the thunder broke the silence.
Now that's a video. It sends shivers through your boiler. A fine example of how all videos should be made. Alan, it's your turn. A little different. Seems like we shot the tracks, not the cats.
Wilson was next, but explained.
Well, you see, I had this accident. The car ran over my camera.
Oh, you see, I had this terrible accident. The car ran over my camera. Oh, well, maybe you shouldn't have been street racing. That tends to happen. I love how Ted is just so very clearly... Is Ted derailed here? I think Ted might be derailed here. He looks a little bit too crooked. Oh my goodness.
Ted seemed amused by this and called for Scottish John. I'd like to tell you all about LP Gas. very good to run your engine on. It's clean, but most of all, it's cheap, and that's what I like.
I love the little ad commercial break. Oh no. What the hell? Did my internet crap out? Oh. Okay, I guess we're back? Okay. It looked like... Okay.
Yes, a solid industrial video, John. Well done.
Then from the corner, Thomas whistled.
Ted, I have a video. Well, it's sort of an animation. Can I show it?
Scottish John is a sellout. Yeah, he is.
That according to the rules, Ted? I mean, are you sure about that?
Okay, I think we can stretch the rules this time.
This is the best thing I've ever seen.
I think I see some. What's that on the turntable?
Noel steamed forward, asking for a replay at reduced speed.
Come on, Noel. There's nothing. You gotta be joking. I can't see it. Where is it? You got it.
I didn't see that.
What do you see, Noel?
I think that's a bomb on the turntable.
A bomb.
Don't panic, everyone. I can get it.
Thomas steamed out.
Poor Helen! Look at Helen! She's just out here. Oh my gosh. Oh, not even a hanger. That's awful.
His driver placed the bomb on the running board and headed down the main line.
If I am quick, I'll save the railways from certain doom. It's no good being on the main line. I'll have to find a sign.
Thomas didn't see that the points were set to go into a workshed.
Oh no, that's anti-diesel shed. I'll never stop in time.
And he couldn't believe his eyes.
Oh no! Help! Help! Crikey! Not me!
The next day saw Thomas once again being lifted into the shed for repairs.
Gets blown up twice.
Thomas, you saved the railways and your video showed the bomber hard at work.
Just then, a fat controller arrived with the police.
I've heard the mystery of the bombings is solved.
That's right. Thomas had a video of the turntable while Andy Dean was in the den. I noticed a suspicious character lurking near his fuel system, and we believe that character is you.
The policeman holds the fat controller.
We also noticed you manipulating the stock market, selling shares just before the first bombing and buying just after.
Right then, you're coming with me.
Thomas, your video was the key to saving the railways. Your brave actions also ridded us of that lazy diesel.
Thomas's video went on to scoop all the prizes in the video competition. It just goes to show that a little video can go a long way.
There we go. Mad Bomber. You just don't see stuff like this anymore. I blame Mr. Beast, but you just don't see videos like this that often. Are you eating mints? No. Chewing a piece of gum. But yeah, Mad Bomber is a whole series to get into, and I would love to talk about it in a video one day. What flavor of gum? Raspberry. And I got this all natural gum. I'm trying out different natural kinds of gum because I do not like regular gum. I do not like all the chemicals that's in it, so I'm trying out plant-based gums. And the brand I have is alright. But yeah, there are a few reasons I chew gum. Not gonna get into all of them, but I am having some healthier gum than normal. We're not gonna do the episode 2 trailer today, just because it's. Oh hey, look, I'm the 14th. Never mind. I thought it was special. I'm not. Boo-hoo. But yeah, no, it's like past midnight for me, and we still got a few videos to get through, so we're not gonna detour from the list. But I would love to do videos about Mad Bomber one day. I might make that like a talking about Thomas video. But there's certainly Mad Bomber layout one. If got like a burp on the way, but it's not coming out. If I could get like a commissioned, what would I need for that? I don't think I would need like Scottish John or Wilson, but if I was able to get a custom class 40 or custom Andy at that point, then I would do it. But yeah, where he's trying to rob us. Oh no. No, my evil plans are being revealed. But yes, that is Mad Bomber. Hands down. In my opinion, let's get that straight. In my opinion, the best Thomas fan film ever made. So moving on, this one is another 2007 hit, Thomas and the Killer Cars. This one's a I'm sure some people have seen it. We'll probably do like the Discord server for Tobias, unless the creator gives me permission to do a stream on YouTube. I'm gonna stick to some of these other videos in like Discord, because I haven't seen that. So I haven't seen the Tobias duo. So that's one where I'm not gonna be talking as much as I am today. And this is half of this is like reliving nostalgia for me, and half of it is recommending these videos to people, and I'm leaving links in the description. Not that I wouldn't do that if we were watching Tobias on YouTube, but I think for the Tobias watch through, I'll probably do it in the Discord server. Working on textures for Prehistoric Earth, very nice. Glad you could make it. But yeah, all right, let's get into Thomas and the Killer Cars. I haven't heard that sound effect. I haven't heard that little like music cue in so long. Oh my gosh. Also, Thomas with the black buffer beam.
Hello, my name is Thomas.
Oh jeez, that is creepy as hell. Oh my gosh. That is, like, actually kind of freaky.
I don't care who you are. Give me all your food and mix.
Oh, that face animation's solid. Oh, another classic song. Oh my goodness. Thomas just casually killing Hot Wheels. This is surprisingly well made. I forgot Sir Topham Hatt just pushes Thomas's freight cars away. Imagine if that's how it was in the show. Sir Topham just comes out of his office and just pushes the cars away. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Thomas. You're a really useful engine.
Thank you, sir. You're not through with me yet, Thomas.
Uh-oh. Me when I'm on my way to shit your pants. This face right here. This face right here is amazing. This is just, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Oh, excuse me. Huh? Okay. Here we go. Alright. Why are there two? Okay, whatever. Okay, yeah. So, I made a... In my Discord server, I just made a post in the forum section. Whoever can make the best caption... Whoever can make the best caption for this within a week, for this image. I took a screenshot of this image. It's in the Discord server. Whoever makes the best caption, I'll feature that in a future video. 1 entry per person. I'll give it like a week. Two weeks later. An absolute classic. Absolute classic. We love Thomas and the Killer Cars. YouTube. Can YouTube stop disintegrating? What? Oh no. Alright, give me a second here. Apparently, apparently nothing likes working for me anymore. There we go, much better. Alright, here we go. Next video. A short one, a very short one, but a good one. Thomas conquers the hill. I think this one's literally next up on the list. But yeah. Thomas conquers the hill. Absolute classic, very short, but very, very good. The email used to not be blurred out. Yeah. I guess the video got too big. But yeah, 2006. Tomy was still a thing in the US. That's crazy to think about. But yeah, another classic. And here we go with Lady Thomas and Diesel 10 HO from Topcast Fat. If hello. What the hell? Usually for the Discord events, we have the, what do you call it? What is wrong with YouTube right now? Hello? What? What? No, you did not have permission to play. Alright. There's a section of the Discord server for events. So we would do it in there, where people get to watch, but it's more or less like a YouTube live stream, but it just happens on Discord. I haven't done one of those in a long time. What? Interesting. Yeah, a very short one. Another very short one. But very interesting nonetheless. Oh my gosh, I forgot Planet was demoted to a dwarf in 2006. That's wild. It's almost been 20 years since then. Here's another classic, which I think is getting a sequel soon-ish. I'm pretty sure a sequel is in the works for Thomas Blows His Stack. A very, very interesting video by what, Bulgy13 I think is the channel. Yeah.
It was a bright and sunny day on the island of Silver. The unions were working happily, but Thomas was annoyed.
Yo, Thomas, what's happening, dog? Oh, I'm ticked off. I've got too much work, and no one appreciates what I do anymore.
Well, Honey and Clarabelle do.
Thomas. Apart from that, I'm a...
Yeah, this is getting a sequel. We had, I think on May 12th there was a video. It was like it's sort of like the one, it's like the little teaser bit for the I don't know how to describe it exactly, but it's like a little tickler. What is it with only having one China Clay twin? Well, you know how it is, where it's you always, everyone always has one or the other. I have both. Same with the Scottish twins. But I think Bulgy13 is either English or Australian. But I mean, a lot of these, like, much older videos, you know, some people just didn't have all of the engines available. The old small turntable there.
Thomas, you want to collect a load of scrap from the station and take it to the scrap yards.
But sir, can't men take it?
Takara Tomy, being a Japanese company, is always interested in their little gotcha schemes. You see the same thing with Beyblade. They've been doing that for decades now, where you've got, like, your normal releases. So for Thomas, it'd be like Thomas, Percy, Edward, like all the main characters. But for twins, what they did, Playrail more so than Motor Road and Rail or Tomica World. You really only see this in places like Japan, where they'll release, like, sets of things, but it's like you know, you have to buy it. You know, it's like they released Ben as his own pack, but if you wanted to get Bill, you had to buy the Harbor Friends set. They released Donald, but if you want to get Douglas, you had to buy the Snow Clearing set. So they do things like that all the time. Also, Ming is a Tomy Trains engine. Thomas is just perpetually annoyed.
Oh, there, Thomas. I heard you were pretty irritated. You better like it before you do something you regret.
Yeah, whatever, Duck.
Thomas is not having it with Duck today. I wonder why Thomas is being constantly pulled around by a string. It's almost like his motor might be broken.
Don't be a pansy. We're not scared.
I think this metal piece right here, if I'm not mistaken, it looks very familiar, very proprietary. Looks like one of the locks on a Razor scooter. Potentially for one of the foldable ones. But it does look like a piece that you found on some Razor scooters. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. It just looks very much like one. Yeah, that is valid. He does sound like he's impersonating Eddie Glenn. That's not a bad job at all. Oh my gosh, it's J-Road. What's up, dude? Long time. How have you been? Back when you could say that word on YouTube, now you can't say kill in videos anymore without it getting smacked by the YouTube overlords. Unfortunately, it's just how it is today.
Satisfaction, vengeance, power. What do you say, Thomas?
Sure, it's not like my life is good right now.
Great.
Yes, sir.
Let the transformation begin.
Oh, hi, James. Why are you dressed like that? It's like hello, what I mean?
It is time for you to be unneeded.
What the? He's making pink coal again.
Hasta la vista, baby.
A Wallowheen.
No, Thomas. No!
Not bad. Life keeps kicking me down, but I keep pushing. Yes! Always keep pushing. Because eventually you might push Ben off the cliff. But yeah, no, I'm glad you're still pushing. I'm glad you're still pushing. Hopefully things will pick up for you, man. But yeah, I've been okay. I think I've been okay. I've been mostly okay. I think. I don't know. Time has been going by and I'm just trying to make the most of it, I guess. Gotta love just that first part of the Benny Hill theme and no other part of it. This isn't Tomy, Thomas. What happened here? Thomas with a black painted chassis. Nice touch. Toby. Toby is the GOAT. The fake blood, yeah, it always looks like Ask MTI if he's doing Low 7 Existential Crisis. Oh man, yeah, I don't really do well with the how are you question. I always I never know what to say to that. I guess at this point I should just say good enough, fairly decent. I am just peachy. That would be my new line. I don't think that mustache is allowed. Yeah. It's Helen, I mean Harold. Yeah, look at that black painted chassis. Interesting. Very nice touch, though. I like that. TNT. Just casually drops the nuke. Question, where do you get the name MTI Thomas? I'll tell you this. I forget which stream it was, but I did talk about it directly in one of these fundraiser streams, and it is also on the front page of the channel. You just have to scroll down a little bit, and you'll find it. My gosh, AdamCentral.com. Is that website still? Let's see if that's let's see. AdamCentral.com. Is that website still up? Oh my gosh, it is. Oh wow. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's sick. The website's still up after all of this, after all these years. That's really interesting. Okay. Poor Bulgy, he never got his 20 bucks.
I did. And so, the engine's tidied and cleaned up the island back to normal. Then they continue working happily and safely. As for Diesel 10, well, when he got found out, let's just say that he wasn't very pleased with his punishment. Blast your steam engines! After the recent ordeals, the Fat Controller agrees that they are all really useful engines.
There we go. Another certified hood classic, 9 million views. Bulgy 13, who is making a sequel. I know someone asked about that. Yep. there's this, which was, I think, released on the 12th. There's also a 2009 edit. Interesting. And then there was this video from about a year ago where he sort of talks about the... It was made 17 years ago. But yes. There is going to be like a sequel. And yeah, he didn't shave. We're not going to talk about it. But yeah. That is Thomas Blows His Stack. So there we go. And throw that in the description. And we are moving on to the next one, which is Thomas Delivers Christmas Candy. I'm going to mute the volume on this one. So, yeah, I don't think YouTube's going to be happy about me having a child in this on the stream. But yeah, so basically it's just a kid who sends his Thomas around. Now, what's interesting is that this, I think this was the first time I had, like, really ever seen someone loading a Tomy troublesome truck. And seeing how much you could fit in there really wanted... I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta have those. And now I have too many of those. But yeah, little... It's like a cute little homemade Christmas video. It's, you know, it's quite... Playroll redesigned engines are a hit or miss. I mean, hey... Let's we got to mention the fact that J-Road has made the optimal Oliver pretty much. Why get a Tomy Oliver when you can get a J-Road Oliver that looks better? I'm just saying. But yeah, so that is yeah. I kind of realized that this might screw the stream over. So I'll leave it in the description. This is probably one that people should watch on their own, lest YouTube comes in and nukes me. So we've got another accidents will happen. Oh yeah, so this is a video I have to mute, and we're gonna skip ahead just so that. Oh my gosh, there's a big Thomas in this video. That's crazy. I don't even know if they used the song. Alright, we're going to skip about to 30 seconds. I'll put it in theater mode. Oh my gosh, that diesel needs a new battery. Ferdinand was a thing. So this was, yeah, 2012. But yeah, I used to be a very straight cut person when it came to layouts. I never really thought about doing layouts across these chairs and up and over all sorts of different obstacles until I saw this video. And there will be a Mastering Playroll video that sort of covers this style of making layouts eventually. But you might have to blow that once the stream is over. Yeah. Either that or I can cut the video out. Or just cut to the section where I mention it at the end. Oh yeah, a very shameless plug. I have absolutely no shame in that. I mean, it is a goated Oliver. But yeah, I mean, like, you just look at this. Very interesting chairs, and then, you know, comes this far. And you got a bunch of floating connections as well, of course. But, yeah, very interesting, oh, hello, Pringles. A very interesting sort of track design here. That poor Tomy Diesel needs motor maintenance or a new C battery. Probably a new battery, if I had to guess. But yeah. I always used to just sort of make my layouts very simply, very much, you know, I played by the rules. And then there were times where I did make layouts where, you know, I took it up to a new level and experimented with this. Washer dryer in the kitchen area, interesting. Yeah, this looks like an apartment. But yeah. So, not a whole lot to this video, but it was one of those videos that sort of, you know, I had never thought about building a layout like that, where it crosses over tables and countertops and chairs and everything. This one's an absolute hood classic. A toy train in space. I have no idea if this music is copyrighted or not, but the animation on this is also really good. Uh-oh. Not children in the video. Oh, shoot. Yeah, let's get to the part where there's no more children. Here we go. "18 miles high." That's crazy. You can see the balloon busting into ribbons. That's pretty incredible, though. Stanley just hitting the ground at terminal velocity. Currently working on the fixed Henry. Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, so that's about it. Yeah, we can't have... Uh-oh. Shut up, me. We can't be having these, we can't be having children on screen. Thanks, YouTube. But yeah, so A Toy Train in Space, very simple video. Yeah, it was on Facebook, I guess. But, yeah, very lighthearted video. And, really, wait, what? Huh. Oh, I guess the comments recently came back. Interesting. Probably a lot of comments lost to time from this, but yeah, A Toy Train in Space it's a nice video. I think it's nice. All right, Trackmaster World Record. Oh yeah, we got to mute this. I think this is the one. Wow. Yeah, so I think this is in Australia, and this is Australian Sir Topham Hatt. And this video is in 240p. Oh my gosh. But yeah, they had these wooden risers that they used. And, yeah, it was the longest, toy, wasn't it? I forget what the record was for. I want to say it was the longest toy train layout. I'd be wrong, but I think that's what it was. But yeah, look at all of that track. That is so much. Oh no. Oh my. Who put this together? Who put this together? Why is Neville's tender at the back of the train? Congratulations, you had one job. They did the same thing to Spencer. They put his coach in the middle. Are you kidding me? Officially endorsed by Tomy, and yet they couldn't even bother to keep the trains in the same order they were sold in the box. Oh my gosh. I'm glad this world record was broken. This is a crime. There goes Thomas. was Tamus. Drayton Manor in the UK? I thought it was Australia. I think this video is on the Too Much Thomas channel. Here, let's take a look. I'm pretty sure that there was a more in-depth video on this channel about it. Actually, I'll just go ahead and throw this entire channel into the description because this yeah, I almost forgot about Too Much Thomas. Yeah, this was a channel that this is another one of those channels that I saw when I was a kid. No, I guess they don't have it. Oh no, they do. Yeah, they got a 5-minute video. So I'm gonna link this one in the video description, or in the stream description. Sorry. But yeah, Too Much Thomas is legendary. Only a couple of videos, but definitely, like, this was so cool. Just the concept of this massive utopia of Thomas stuff. But this video was really good. This video is iconic. Of course, this one is as well. But yeah, really fun concept, of course. Gordon the Movie Star from Bram Grote Films, sorry. Is this gonna have copyrighted music? Oh, wait a minute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The Rubba-Dubbers. Oh my goodness. I forgot about this. I think this was an ad off of one of the I want to say it was on the Sodor Celebration DVD. Here, let me see. What is it? The Rubba-Dubbers. Here we go. Finbar the Mighty Movie Star. Oh, they just have the entire movie uploaded. Oh, that is so funny. Maybe we watch this in the Discord server one day. We'll do a Rubba-Dubbers, Rubba-Dubbers review. Here we go. I think this was it. Oh my gosh. Oh, that brings back memories. Holy crap. I think that's like the first real hit of nostalgia I've had. Don't know if it's... it might also be on The Great Discovery as well. I'm not sure, though. Gordon the Movie Star video random brought me here. That's so real. Interesting. I haven't thought about that. Another hood classic right here. Percy Quick Cooking. I don't trust the music. But yeah, it is the actual chocolate crunch Percy. Ingredients: chocolate, fresh Percy. So you shred it with a knife, you mask the Percy eyes, then you warm the chocolate on the stove, take the chocolate, put it onto Percy, and then you blow and shape it with a hairdryer or vacuum cleaner? And then you shake chocolate powder on top of it. sorry, you shake a cocoa powder on top of it. And then you remove the eye plugs, you cool it in the refrigerator, and then half hour later, you've got chocolate Percy. Good running with moving eyes and... Oh. I was not expecting a random kid to be eating the Percy afterwards. Okay, that caught me off guard. Oh my word. But yes, chocolate Percy, another classic, 2008. Oh man. How time flies. Next up, we have Thomas the Train. Volume 1. I think there were a couple volumes of this. Now, some of these videos I have seen in the past, like, 5 to 8 years. I haven't seen this since, like, maybe around the time I had first discovered it.
Toby, what are you doing? And Toby said, I'm going to the corner. Do you know where that is?
Poor Toby doesn't know where the coal loader is.
Toby said, no, I don't, said Thomas. So then, Thomas heard a noise, and it was forcing the wax.
Oh my gosh. Oh, to be young.
Hi, Thomas. What are you doing here? This is May. What did you do here?
The chroma key here is this convinced me when I was a kid. I was so convinced. I was like, how did they get this there? But, hindsight being 2020. Definitely a Photoshop job. Not a bad one at that either. Yeah, Duncan hobbling out of his shed, unconnected to the track. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Pussy, what are you doing? And Pussy said, I'm going over the highest bridge. You know where that is? And Duncan said, yes. Okay, follow me. Right after...
The last time... Actually, oh my gosh, did this come out before The Great Discovery? Oh my gosh, this was before The Great Discovery. This video was 2007. So this... I guess this is not the first time that, Duncan has led an engine to the big bridge, and it has not gone correctly. We found it. We found the inspiration for the Great Discovery. Oh, that's very unfortunate for Toby. James cameo.
The bridge did break. When the bridge broke, some workers came to fix it. And then Percy left over the high.
Rip Duncan. This is the important part. Toby went on to graduate school at the University of Wisconsin, where he earned a master's in business administration. That is also where he met his first wife, Lady. So Toby had multiple wives, like a Chad. Percy and Duncan are still looking for the next biggest bridge. As for Thomas, he is still chugging along somewhere in the American heartland. Yep. There are a couple more parts to this. I'm gonna move some things. All right, so there are a couple more parts to Thomas the Train, but yeah, that one is you know, cute little story put together by Kid and his aunt, I guess. And the comments are turned off. But yeah. Alright, so we got another Accidents Will Happen. And this one is in... I don't know what the software is for this. But we got Tomy tracks. And we got some PlayRail engines here as well. An EF66. I think the other one's either it's another 66 or a 68. I don't know. I guess they're all 66s with different colors. Got little bobblehead play kids in the cars. $2 the stream's been going for. Gonna be heading out soon. Alrighty. Understandable. Did the... Oh no, Streamlabs is just losing its mind. There we go. Interesting how Thomas, James, and Oliver are the 3 Thomas engines featured here. Minecraft Creeper! Oh my gosh. Back when Minecraft was like a relatively new thing. Season 1 Face Troublesome Trucks. And then we've got Oliver with the 1436 nameplate on. Very interesting. Thomas just flying off the spiral there. Oh. James just runs off there. Got a race going on here. Oh, James's track broke. He's stuck. Yeah, the 3D Tomy trains were very interesting. Oh, we got a C62, my beloved. Oh, look at that. Oh, the C62 is such an amazing looking engine. And he just keeps going off. The C62 is too powerful. Do you think you could build the layout from this video? Definitely not. Yeah. Look at how many risers are here. I don't have anywhere near that many risers. I might be able to if I had enough risers for it. I don't, though. Sadly. Oh, that was it? Really? Interesting. And then we got some credits. Tomas. Oh my gosh, Tomas. Thomas and jet engine didn't fly though. Yeah, no, that's because the C62 is magical. I mean, you should know, Noah. We watched Yamato Returns. Interesting how they don't have the C62 listed. Oh my gosh, is that the legend Jesse Ortiz? What's up, dude? The drivers all have names. Creeper in the cargo. Oh, here we go. Galaxy Express. Do they mention it's a C62? Nope. No, it's my imagination. Oh, you mean Jesse's not actually here? It's just my imagination. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry so hard. Oh, by the way, Jesse, I'm writing a new angry Tomy Thomas nerd video. I will use your theme in that. I will get it right this time. Nah, Jesse Ortiz is very real. But yeah, there we go. So this one is interesting. For the yeah, this actions will happen is interesting for the. I guess MMD was the I don't know. You can play with MMD using these train models. Yeah, I guess MMD was the software used. Interesting. But yeah, another Hood classic. Ugh. It was a very different sort of animation. Alright, next up. This one isn't really Thomas related. Oh, there's another one. Actually, hold on. There is one more that we do need to watch. I have to look it up. What is this one? Oh. You know what? We'll watch this one right now. And then we'll get into these last few. So. What is it called? Oh my gosh. What is it called? Shoot. I'm trying to remember what... Oh, wasn't it like... Here we go. Yeah, that's it. Pine Tree Junction. Goodness, I haven't thought about this channel in years. Let's see. Where's the... Here we go. It's in this playlist. I think. Please be in it. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be like way down here then. Oh, how many? 97 videos. Wow. Is it in here? Dang. Okay. It was this one. But we will get to this one in a minute. First, we're going to watch this one, which is very simple. It's just some slow motion crashes. Just a bunch of slow motion accidents going down. Simple stuff. Average day on Sodor. So the stream is fundraising for me to get the McDonald's. That's why we're doing multiple streams. I mentioned that in Monday's video. I'm pretty sure Toby and the Windmill is on the list. I will get to it eventually. Yeah, TWR had a pack of untextured rolling stock that you could paint yourself. Oh, this is the next one. Okay, yeah. So there's a bunch of these from Wavelength 1970. Yeah, just a bunch of wooden railway sandbox crashes in slow-mo, which nowadays is something that anyone can do with a, more modern phone. But this was back in 2011. This was pretty crazy. All right, next up is Spicer Pros. Oh, I forgot to put that one in the description. Shoot. Okay. Next up is Spicer Pros G-scale model sinks in train rack. I do not trust that music. So pretty much it's just a little G-scale train, and based on the style of the video, I'm sure what, I'm pretty sure what. I'm pretty sure we all know what's going to happen here. Oh, not the train, no. This one was cool just for the fact that it was outside, real water. Not as common back in the day. Goodness, 480p. And then there was a little more advertising afterwards. Oh my gosh, is that Lurker? Why am I still awake? Because I went and hung out with friends today. So stream did not happen until like 10:30. Okay. So next is the legendary Thomas Saves the Day from Pine Tree Junction. Yeah, I don't know if the music is copyrighted or not. But yeah, Pine Tree Junction has a ton of videos, I think, of their own garden layout. And it is quite impressive. It is a very impressive setup. Looks like Percy has let his cars go here. Oh no. A singular car is floating in the water. A truck has fallen into the water in Garden City. Start the new wooden rescue crane. Okay, maybe it's a different video that had the music that I was thinking of. But yeah, here's the layout. Pretty impressive layout, I must say. Like, this is a pretty impressive layout. 160 meters of Pico G45 track. That is crazy. I guess 160 square meters. But yeah, Pine Tree Junction is an absolute legend. 3 million views on this video. 2010. My goodness. Would you buy an actual McDonald's? No. I have worked in the fast food industry before. It really sucks. I would absolutely not do it again. Even on like higher management level, so much of the business practice in the modern fast food industry is not worth it. Which is why we will do the regular McDonald's. The McDonald's that I've been looking at is $700. Now it comes with the actual drive-through building piece, and it also comes with a motor car and some more road. And the motor car is very important to me because it is one of my favorite cars ever. But yes, so Thomas Saves the Day. We've got 2 more videos. We've got the demise of the Tomy Express. One of the very rare videos outside. We can see some Amtrak rolling stock. Oh, And it's all gone. Quite the interesting setup here. Very muddy water. What if you buy a McDonald's meal and you pull out the McDonald's set and then you're like, oh man, they forgot the fries. You know what? That's actually a decent idea. That is not a bad idea. Definitely gonna have some fun with the the review videos when those happen. The reason the McDonald's is so expensive is because it was not made for a very long time. The motor road / battery operated Tomica / play road system was not super long lived in retrospect, and the McDonald's was only sold in Japan, I believe. So getting it in the United States is not easy. So you'll have to ship it, and if you want to get it in like really good condition, like new, it costs a pretty penny. As do several items. Goodbye, Noah. Demise of the Tomy Express is still good. Yes, it is. But yeah, so that is the demise of the Tomy Express. And YouTube is refusing to work with me today. Absolute Hood Classic. Demise of the Tomy Express is legendary. Alright. And we've made it to the last video. This is Accidents Will Happen by Joey Turner. Probably one of the most hood classics ever. You live by the grilled cheese, you die by the grilled cheese. Very real, very real. But yeah, this is the last video of the night. And of course I can't play the actual song because that is I will get copyright struck to all heck, and we can't have that. But yeah, the Joey Turner Accidents Will Happen is very iconic. A certified hood classic. My goodness. And I never thought I never thought much about the low video quality back in the day. This is just what the standard was. My goat, Neville. There are a lot of Accidents Will Happen videos that aren't really that good. They only get views because it's Accidents Will Happen. This one is definitely good, though. Where's that windmill from? Oh my gosh, it's Fergus. Oh, poor Fergus. Have you seen Mad Bomber? Yes, I have. That was, we watched that one earlier in the stream. I think it was an Ertl Fergus. I could be wrong, but that's what it looked like. No, Rip Diesel. No, this is going to be the last video for the night. Once the stream is over, anyone who showed up late is more than welcome to surf the description of the stream. I've left links to the majority of the videos we watched today. It's Toby. We just saw that accident. A couple of accidents got reused towards the end. Okay, I think that was the last one. Yeah, it was. But yeah, Joey Turner's Accidents Will Happen video. Totally watch J Road's series in one of these streams. Yeah, we can definitely do that. Henry Kipper, that's so true. That is so true. But yeah, all right, there we go. That pretty much wraps it up for the stream today. A little bit different. I had planned to do something a little bit different today when I woke up, and then a couple of my friends called me and asked me if I wanted to go out for lunch, and that turned into several more hours of being out and about. So I didn't get home until late, but of course got to keep my promise and stream every day. So we made it, and today was day 6, which is quite wild. I think tomorrow will be now the 1 mil can't be Trackmaster because this video came out in 2006 before Trackmaster was a thing. Yep, I think we've got 8 more days of streaming to get through. So tomorrow's going to be the halfway point, which is crazy that it's been a week. But yeah. I don't know what tomorrow's going to be. It may be Roblox, because a couple people have been asking for that. It may not be, though. It really depends. Yeah, it kind of looks like a Wooden Railway one. But yeah, so I still got to clean up all of the crap from yesterday's stream, or I guess the day before yesterday. That's got to get cleaned up. And yeah, this week coming up is gonna be interesting. But yeah, so yeah, I'm not sure when or what stream tomorrow will be, but there will be another stream today at this point. So I'll make a post about it on the community channel or the community tab, whatever it's called on YouTube. And yeah, that's about it. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't be a stinker, and I will see you in the next stream, which I normally would say is tomorrow, but it is tomorrow already. So see you guys in the next one.